We all have these big goals, right? These ambitions. But sometimes it just feels like there's this invisible wall holding us back. So today, we're not just going to talk about that wall. We're going to explore what builds it brick by brick inside our own minds, this thing called the echo chamber of self doubt. Yeah, that invisible force. It's like this quiet, but man, is it a persistent whisper of you can't that just pops up right when you're about to take a big leap. It's a feeling we all know, for sure, but it has this sneaky way of making you feel totally and completely alone. Well, guess what? That feeling actually has a name. We're stepping right into what's known as the self-talk trap. And look, this isn't just some random uncertainty or a bad mood. No, it's a powerful and, believe it or not, predictable pattern that's running in our own minds. And figuring it out, that's the very first step to getting out. And let's be super clear about this. This is so much more than just feeling down. It's a destructive cycle. Think of it like a repeating loop of negative thoughts that quietly, silently traps your potential. It basically puts a ceiling on what you think you can do before you even give yourself a chance to grow. So, I've got a question for you. What if the biggest obstacle in your way isn't actually out there in the world? What if it has nothing to do with your skills or time or money? What if the architect of that invisible wall is, without you even realizing it, your own mind? Okay, so how does our mind even build this trap in the first place? Well, to figure that out, we have to go inside the echo chamber. This is where the magic, or, the bad magic, happens. It's the place where these tiny, quiet little doubts get amplified until they grow from whispers into these deafening shouts that just drown out everything else. Yep, this is the echo chamber effect in action. It's a really vicious cycle. Your mind grabs one little insecurity, just one, and then it amplifies it and reflects it back at you, a little louder each time. And before you know it, that negative self-talk becomes the only voice you can hear. It literally drowns out all possibility, all logic, all reason. And the way it works is, honestly, it's deceptively simple. It basically happens in 3 steps. Step 1, a little doubt appears. Something like, am I really qualified for this? Then step 2, the inner critic takes over and just blows it up. Of course you're not. Who are you kidding? And then finally, step 3, the echo confirms it. And that fear starts to feel like an undeniable fact. So what's the end result of all this? Your inner critic basically becomes a shadow you can't escape. It's this constant critique that follows you absolutely everywhere, second-guessing every single move you make. And you can't outrun it, right? Because it feels like it's a part of you. But, and this is a big but, here's the good news. You do not have to live in that shadow forever. We can actually learn how to silence the noise. So this is the empowering part, right? This is where we shift from just understanding the problem to actively taking it apart, piece by piece. The very first step is actually pretty simple. You have to create some separation. You have to realize that the voice of that inner critic, it's not your true voice. Think of it more like a habit or a pattern, or just an old recording playing on a loop. The second you see it as something separate from you, you start to strip away its power. See, it's not you saying you can't, it's the critic. And a really practical way to do this is by creating a counterscript. So the inner critic script, that's the one that's always absolute and defeating, right? It's all, you can't do this, you're gonna fail. Your counterscript isn't about, fake positivity. It's just about opening up possibilities. So instead of you can't, you ask, well, what if I can? Instead of you're going to fail, you reframe it. What can I learn from this? This is how you literally start to rewrite your own story. And by rewriting that script, that's when you begin the process of truly unlocking your potential. This is the payoff, you guys. This is what happens when the walls of that echo chamber finally start to crumble. And this really brings us to a core truth. We spend so much time looking for external keys to unlock our potential, like, oh, I just need a new course or a better job or to move to a different city. But the real key, it isn't out there. The most powerful tool you have is already inside you, just waiting for you to use it. Seriously, just take a second and imagine that. Imagine starting a new project without that nagging shadow of doubt. Imagine applying for that job with a feeling of curiosity instead of pure fear. Just think about what you could create or build or become if the only voice guiding you was one of possibility. So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. We all have an echo chamber, every single one of us. So the real question is, what dream, What ambition, what version of yourself is just waiting for you, right on the other side of that noise?